Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gemma and today we're gonna do a full body workout for beginners. You don't need any equipment, so when you're ready, meet me on the mat. We're gonna start in a seated position towards the front of your mat with the knees bent. The legs are open, hip width apart. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Your elbows are open wide to the sides, and then imagine the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Elongating your spine, you're seated on your sitting bones, and instead of opening the chest and flaring your ribs out, try to keep your ribs in, drawing the navel all the way in and up. Take a deep breath in here. When you exhale, navel goes in, tuck the tailbone under, round your spine, start slowly leaning back, bring the chin to your chest, extend your arms. Again, inhale to come back up into a seated position, spine is long. Exhale, sit behind your sitting bones, round the lower back, the middle back, upper back, slightly rounding the shoulders, and bring the chin to your chest, looking down between your thighs. Inhale. Finding a long spine, look forward. Exhale, start rounding, look down between your thighs, keeping the back of your neck nice and long. Good, drawing a C curve with your body when you round the spine and you lean back. Let's do this 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale to come back up into seated. Exhale to round. One last time, inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Stay here. Keep your left hand behind your thigh. Inhale. Exhale, right arm goes up by your ear, but keep the shoulders down. Inhale slowly, right hand behind your thigh. Exhale, send the left arm by your ear. Inhale, left hand behind your thigh. And exhale to come all the way up. Relax the shoulders. Big breath in. 2 more times like this. Exhale, round and lean back. Extend your arms. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, right arm goes up by your ears without arching the spine. You're still rounding here. Imagine your ribs going down to your hips. Exhale, left arm goes up. Inhale, slowly bring it down behind your thigh and exhale to come back up into seated. One last time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, round the spine and lean back. Inhale to hold. Exhale, right arm up. Inhale, slowly bring it down behind your thigh. Exhale, left arm goes up. Inhale, put it down behind your thigh and exhale, come back up into seated position. Take a couple circles with the shoulders, up, back and down. Good. Relax the shoulders down, move your head side to side. Really nice. And release your head to center. Make sure you have space behind you. We're gonna roll all the way down now. Big breath in again, elongating the spine. Exhale, draw the navel in. Start sitting behind your sitting bones. Tuck the tailbone under. Round your spine. Slightly tuck the chin to your chest. Your hands are still behind your thighs. Now slowly with control, keeping your legs open, hip width apart, you're going to start rolling all the way down. Maybe your lower back can touch the mat, then sliding your hands all the way down to your hips. Keep grabbing your thighs. The middle back is down. The upper back, the shoulders, and your head is the last. Now you can rest the arms down alongside of your body. Bend your knees a little bit more, bringing your feet closer to your hips. Opening your legs hip width apart. And then we're gonna try to find our neutral spine. So your lower back is not completely pressing down onto your mat, but you're also not arching the spine a lot. So just find your natural curve of the spine. You should feel just a tiny bubble of air between the lower back and your mat. Really nice. Resting the arms down alongside of your body. Again, here we take a deep breath in through the nose. And when you exhale through your mouth, draw the navel in and up. Feel how your lower abdominals get active. Let's do this 1 more time only. Inhale through your nose, belly expands. Exhale through your mouth, draw the navel into the lower back. Really nice. And now bring your hands behind your head. Or if this feels too much for your shoulders or your arms, you can bring your hands behind your ears. Take a deep breath in to prepare. When you exhale, lift the head, lift the chest, look between your thighs, lower back is pressing down. Inhale to extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale, bend your elbows and pull the head and chest a little bit higher. Inhale, bring your hands behind your head, stay there with your chest. And then exhale, slowly with control, lower all the way down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the head, shoulders, and chest. Inhale, extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale, pull the chest a little bit higher, shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale, hands behind your head, try to stay there with your chest. Exhale, slowly lower everything down with control. 4 more like this. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slightly draw the chin to your chest, look between your thighs. Inhale, extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale, bend your elbows and pull your chest a little higher. Keep the lower back down. Inhale, hands behind your head. And exhale, slowly lower down. Really nice. Inhale to relax your neck. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, extend your arms, hands behind your thighs. Exhale, press down onto your feet, lift the chest a little higher. Inhale, try to stay there with your chest. Bring your hands behind your head. And exhale, slowly lower down so we feel this crunch on our abdominals. Exhale, ribs to hips. Flatten your abdominals. Inhale, extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale, come a little higher, trying to round the spine. Inhale, hands behind your head. And exhale, lower down. You've got 2 more here and then we rest. Exhale, lift the head and chest. Inhale, extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale to curl up a little bit higher, drawing the navel in. Inhale, hands behind your head. And exhale to lower down. I'm definitely feeling here already. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, head and chest lift. Extend your arms, grab behind your thighs. Exhale to come a little higher. Inhale, hands behind your head. And exhale, slowly with control, lower all the way down. Rest the arms down alongside of your body. Move your head side to side, releasing any tension in your neck. And then slowly release your head to center. Try to find your neutral spine again. Good. Take a deep breath in to prepare. When you exhale, 1 vertebra at a time, we're going to start rolling all the way up, finding our bridge. Inhale at the top, squeeze your glutes, and exhale to roll back down with control, vertebrae by vertebrae. Finding your neutral spine again. Inhale, relax your legs, relax your glutes. Exhale, press down onto your feet, squeeze the glutes, press the lower back down, and then slowly start lifting your hips, the lower back, the middle back, and you want to rest on your upper back. So the shoulder blades are down on the mat. You're not sending the chest super high here. So it's not a yoga bridge. Exhale, roll back down. Good. We want to keep the core active all the time when we roll up. When we hold, to not flare the ribs out. And when we exhale, we draw the navel in to roll back down with control, feeling the articulation of the spine. You've got 3 more here. Really trying to keep the same distance between your legs the whole time. So imagine there's a block between your thighs and you want to squeeze that block all the time. You should really feel your inner thighs active, your hamstrings, so behind your legs, and your glutes. Resting the shoulders down and away from your ears. Good. On the last one, you're gonna roll with the hips all the way up, and then we're gonna stay there in our bridge. Exhale to roll up and stay there. Take a deep breath in. When you exhale, send the arms up to the ceiling, opening the arms shoulder width apart, palms facing one another. Now on your next inhale, lower the hips halfway down. When you exhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lower the hips halfway down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips without arching the spine. The shoulders are down away from your ears, so you should not feel any pressure on your neck. Shoulder blades are resting down on the mat the whole time, even when you send your hips up. We're not arching the spine. When you send the hips up to the ceiling, imagine the ribs going down to your hips. Good, and keep pressing this imaginary block between your thighs. Good, press down onto your heels and your big toes. Like this, we do 3 more. Exhale to lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Last 2. One last time. Take a deep breath in at the top. When you exhale, roll all the way down, but keep the arms up to the ceiling. When your hips touch the mat, take a deep breath in. When you exhale, one by one, send the legs up in a tabletop position, stacking the knees right above your hips. Your legs are open, hip width apart. And now it's normal that you feel your hip flexors here, so right at the beginning of your thighs. If it's too much for you, you can bend the knees a little bit more and bring your knees closer to your chest. If you're okay with your hip flexors, for a little bit more of a challenge, you can send the knees right above the hips. Now we try to keep the neutral spine. If you feel that you're losing your balance here, you can press the lower back down. Also, if you have lower back issues. Now we try to keep the navel in, flattening our abdominals. Big breath in to prepare. When you exhale, lower the right toes down. Send the left arm by your ear. The goal here is not to touch the mat with your toes, but if you touch, try to keep the hips nice and stable. Exhale to switch. Right arm overhead, left toes down. Inhale back to center. Exhale to top. Good. We want to exhale every time we reach to really keep the core active. And then when we inhale, slowly bring it back to started position and exhale to switch. Really nice. This requires also concentration. We're working our brains as well by working with opposite arm, opposite leg. So you really need to be in this moment, thinking about your whole body. Good. Keeping your neutral spine, the core is super active, and we're also working on our pelvis stability. So we're trying to keep the hips nice and stable, avoiding any rocking side to side. Really nice. So if you feel that you're arching when you want to tap the toes, you've gone too far, then you just lower halfway down and then come back up. So the most important thing is your core, is your back, not to reach with the toes. Good. Let's do this 3 more times. 2, exhale to lower. Inhale, bring it back up. 1 last time. And up. Now you can hug the knees into your chest. Take a couple of rocks, side to side. Good. And now we're gonna keep the knees and the feet together. Lower the arms down onto the mat, and instead of keeping your arms super close to your body, try to open your arms just in a V position or in a T position in line with your shoulders, but not higher than your shoulders. Now the palms of your hands are flipped down, pressing the floor here. And you can keep the knees closer to your chest to make it easier for you, resting with the lower back down. If you want to complicate it a little bit more, you're going to send the legs again up into tabletop position. But we keep the knees and the feet together. Imagine you have just a piece of paper between your knees and you want to keep that piece of paper there. Now we're going to inhale to send the knees to your right, lifting the left side of your body, but keep the shoulders down. When you exhale, use your obliques and your right hand to press the legs back up into tabletop. And now to the other side. Inhale, knees to your left. Keep pressing this piece of paper. Exhale, come back up into tabletop position. Now again, we're not arching our spine here. And the goal for this exercise is to keep the shoulders down onto the mat the whole time. So when you drop the knees to one side, if you feel that the opposite shoulder is coming off the mat, you've gone too far, and then you're not working your obliques, you're not working your abdominals here. You're losing the connection. So the most important thing is to keep the shoulders down, the chest open up towards the ceiling, and we're twisting from the rib cage. We're using the sides of the core here to return the legs back up into tabletop. Let's do this 2 more times. Exhale to come back up. One last time. Inhale, drop the knees to the other side. And exhale to come back up. Beautiful. Hug the knees into your chest. Take a couple rocks side to side. And then we're going to place the feet down onto the mat. Hands are going to be on your hips just to make sure that your hips are stable. The left foot stays down onto the mat with the knee bent. Left knee is going to be pointing up to the ceiling the whole time. And then extend your right leg up to the ceiling. If you can, point your toes. If you feel cramps on your foot, just let go. Also, if it's too much for your hamstring, you can slightly bend your knee here and do the same exercise. Otherwise, we try to extend the right leg and point the toes. We're gonna do some leg circles. So we're gonna start by lowering the right leg down, then open it to the side slowly and bring it back up. So we inhale to lower the right leg down. When you open it to the side, there's a slightly external rotation of the leg. So the toes are pointing out and the heel is pointing in. We're working on our hip socket. So this is where the leg is connected to your hip. And you don't want to, again, rock with the hip side to side. So try to go slow at the beginning, relaxing the shoulders down. And of course, there's a lot of core activation here as well. But we try to focus on the movement rather on going really fast and really big. We want to control every circle. And then we're going to reverse. Open the leg to the side, bring it back down and back up to the ceiling. We keep pressing down onto our left foot. So the left leg is active the entire time. The hands are there on your hips to make sure that they are not rocking side to side. Let's do this 2 more times. Relax the shoulders down. And one last time. Keep the right leg up to the ceiling and then grab behind your right leg. Try to avoid grabbing behind your knee. If this is too much, again, you can bend your knee here. Otherwise, extend your leg. We're gonna lift the head and chest here, extend the left leg out, and we're gonna inhale here to prepare, and exhale, scissor switch the legs, grab behind the left leg. Inhale, exhale to switch at your own pace. Of course, you can rest your head down if you need to, and if your knees are bent, you're still grabbing behind your thigh here. Good, let's do this for 5, 4, lower back is pressing down onto the mat, flattening your abdominals. If your head is up, you're looking between your thighs. Last one, hug the knees into your chest and relax your head. Move your head side to side. And now we're gonna do the other side. So feet down onto the mat, open your legs hip width apart, resting the arms down alongside of your body or hands on your hips. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling. Again, you can also bend your knee. Press down onto your right foot and we're gonna lower the leg down. Inhale, exhale, open the leg to the side and bring it back up. So imagine again, you're drawing circles with the leg. Good, we're only moving the left leg now. Keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. The hips are super stable. And you have this slightly external rotation when you open the leg to the side. 2 more in this direction. Last one. Keep the leg up to the ceiling and now we reverse. Open the leg to the side. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, bring it back up to the ceiling. Inhale, open and lower it down. Exhale, bring it back up to the ceiling. Beautiful. 2 more. One last time, relax the shoulders. Keep the left leg up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Keep the knees and your feet together. Grab behind your thighs. We're going to take a deep breath in here to prepare. Keep squeezing the knees and feet to one another. When you exhale, press your feet to the front of your mat. Bring the chin to your chest. Find some momentum to roll up. Find your seated position. If you need to touch with your feet down, touch with your feet down. Otherwise, try to keep your balance with the feet off the mat. Inhale to elongate the spine. Exhale, round and roll all the way down with control. Knees to chest. Rest your head down. Inhale. Exhale again. Push with your feet to the front of your mat. Chin to chest. Round your spine and roll up. Find your balance. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, round and roll all the way down. Beautiful. 3 more times. Inhale, keep your knees and your feet together. Exhale, you can roll up, but then try to find your balance. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine, lower back down, middle back, upper back, shoulders and your head. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, 2 more. Roll back up. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, roll back down. We're going to stay all the way up into seated position. Inhale. Exhale to roll up. Stay here and hold. If you can, extend the arms alongside of your legs and hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower your feet down and relax. Flip your feet to one side. Come into a quadruped position with your hands and your knees on the mat. Hands are going to be under your shoulders. Your knees are open, hip width apart, right under your hips. On your next inhale, drop the belly, open your chest, look up. When you exhale, push the floor away with your hands, round the spinal lobe, chin to chest. Again, inhale, sitting bones reaching all the way up. Drop the belly, open the chest, bend your elbows a little bit more. And when you exhale, you extend your arms, finding some space between the shoulder blades. One last time. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. Beautiful. Find your neutral spine. So just your natural curve of the spine, drawing the navel in and up. So we really activate the core. And then press down onto your hands, press down onto your knees. Try to keep a soft bend in your elbows to protect your joints if you're hyper flexible like me. Now we take a deep breath in here to prepare. Core active. When you exhale, extend the right arm forward and up as well as your left leg. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Lower it down, inhale, and then we exhale to switch. Left arm, right leg. All the way forward and up. Inhale, slowly bring it down into quadruped position. Exhale, switch, right arm, left leg. Good. When you send the arm and the leg up, you're not arching the spine. You're not losing the connection here. You keep pressing the floor away. Look down next to your hands to keep the back of your neck long. Just 3 more like this at your own pace. Exhale. Good. Inhale, slowly bring it down. Exhale to switch, right arm, left leg. Really nice. One more time, we're gonna stay. Stay here, tiny little pulses down and up with your arm and with your leg. Shoulders are away from your ears. Squeeze the glute at the top. Point the toes if you can. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Switch. Inhale. Exhale, right arm, left leg. Point your toes. Find length. And now tiny pulses down and up. Exhale, reach. Keep the core active. Spine is in neutral. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, and then we're gonna lay down on our bellies, placing one hand on top of the other one in front of you, elbows nice and wide. Relax the shoulders, and then place your forehead down onto your hands. Open your legs as wide as the mat or even a little bit wider. Point your toes, Try to lift the kneecaps off the mat, squeeze your glutes and press down onto your pubic bone. Now, I want you to keep the upper body nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath in here to prepare. When you exhale, send the right leg all the way up to the ceiling, but keep your hip bone down onto the mat. Inhale, slowly lower right leg down with control. Exhale, lift the leg, point your toes. Good. Inhale, slowly bring it down. Exhale, right. Switching legs. Inhale, slowly lower down. Really nice. Exhale, left leg goes up. Good. When you send the leg up, try to relax the shoulders. Good. Working on our hamstrings. So behind your legs. Working on our glutes, but also working our lower back. Really press down onto your pubic bone. 2 more. Beautiful. One last time. And now we inhale, lower both legs down. Exhale, both legs up at the same time. Inhale, slowly lower the legs down with control. Exhale, both legs go up. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, reach up as high as you can, really squeezing the glutes. 3 more. You can do this. Last 2. Exhale to reach. And one last time. Keep the legs up to the ceiling. Find this external rotation. Point the toes out. Heels are pointing in. And then we try to beat our heels. Doesn't matter if you don't touch your heels. Just move your legs in and out for 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3. Last 2. And 1. Open your legs. Exhale. Lower them down. Woo. Wiggle the hips side to side, releasing any tension in your lower back. Really nice. And then from here, we're going to just lift the head and chest. Cactus your arms. So really, forearms are in parallel here to the other edges of your mat, making like a capital E with your arms and with your head. And then we're going to point the toes again. Press with the tops of the feet down. Kneecaps lifted, squeeze your glutes, pressing with your pubic bone down. Shoulders are away from your ears. We're gonna inhale to lower your chest down. When you exhale, press down onto your forearms, but keep your forearms down. Lift the head and chest. Look down between your hands. Inhale, slowly lower your chest down. And exhale to come back up. Good. Really make the effort to keep the shoulders away from your ears. Even if you can go all the way up, we don't want to arch the spine here. You keep the space between the shoulder blades all the time. Good. Legs are active to protect your lower back. And we do 3 more like this to finish. Really nice. 2. And 1 last time. Exhale to lift. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale if you can. Lift the forearms off the mat and hold it here for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands under your shoulders. Drop the knees. Press all the way up. And back to child's pose. Seated on heels. And relax. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Slowly walk with your hands back to your knees. Close your legs as wide as your hips. Place the right fingertips down next to you. Send the left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Side stretch to the right. Opening your chest. Opening the left side of your body. Inhale. Left arm goes up. And exhale. Release. Left fingertips next to your hips. Inhale. Right arm goes up. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Keep the shoulders down. Inhale, right arm goes up. And exhale, release. Both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, hands behind your head. Big breath in, send your elbows back. Open your chest, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Good, 1 more time here. Inhale, send the elbows back. Open the chest, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Open your chest. Slowly release your hands down on top of your thighs. Move your head side to side, releasing any tension in your neck. And release your head to center. Take a deep breath in. Reach with the arms up. Look up. Palms touch. Exhale. Bring your hands together in front of your chest. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.